Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a futures trading tutorial on the NinjaTrader platform. We're on gold futures, 400 tick chart. We're going to be using the roller coaster, the xBrat roller coaster for the trading. But I wanted to introduce the new Guardian zones, the xBrat Guardian zones. So these are support and resistance zones that are automated. So they'll come on automatically, they'll get taken off if they're not tested automatically, and they're on multiple time frames. And the reason why they're called the Guardian zones is to keep you out of trouble. There's lots of different trading strategies that we have with xBrat, whether it's Elliott Wave, whether it's roller coaster, xBrat algo, the harmonics, the alpha predator for VWAP, lots of different trading strategies and signals, but you still need those basics of support and resistance zones. You don't want to be shorting into support or going long into resistance. You need to make sure there's enough fresh air. So this is where these are. So currently on the chart there are these yellow support and resistance zones. So these are taken from the current time frame, so 500 tick chart here. Then I click on the 15-minute, we start to add more. So we can see there's some convergence here between the current time frame and the 15-minute time frame here. Really strong here. There's one 15-minute here as well, and then lots of support down here. I shove on the 30-minute, you can see even more convergence, and then the 60-minute even more down here. If I just put on the daily slightly, you can see the grey zones just coming at the top here as well. So we can see this is really strong resistance, this is really strong support. So we need to trade between those zones, if you like. So I'm just going to switch some of those off a little bit. I'm going to go big. I'm going to talk about the roller coaster, the risk reward, and the trades that we should take and the trades we shouldn't take. So 500 tick chart on gold for the roller coasters in the groove. So when we get the trades and we've got fresh air, we get some nice moves. So this long trade here, the stop is in this support zone. It's come down to test a couple of times, and the entry's here. So stop, entry, risk reward, all the way up to this big resistance zone there, which is the current time frame and the 15-minute and the 30 if we had switched it on, is around about 1 to 1.5. So anything over 1 to 1 with a roller coaster is good, because once momentum starts to go, we start to print the trailing stop line here. So you can see here it comes up to test that resistance zone, then comes back down, takes a trailing stop out. Then we get the short signal. Short signal risk to reward 1 to 1 to the 15-minute and this current support zone. Good. We go in. It actually pushes through that zone. You see the trailing stop comes down here and then comes back up to test that zone, which gives us even more confidence now, because we're using these Guardian zones. When this short then signal comes through and we've got a 1 to 1 to the 15-minute zone, we then go short. Again, it pushes through that 15-minute zone, and then we go into this major support, which is 30, 60-minute sort of zones here. Really strong support. So then we have the reasons not to trade, because we have a long signal here. The risk reward is 1 to 0.5. We don't take it. It doesn't move. We get another one around about the same sort of risk to reward. It is a little bit of a winner, but again, this resistance here is starting to really take effect. And then we get a new zone form here, just above the 15-minute zone on the current time frame. Again, nothing's moving. It keeps coming down to support. It keeps coming up to the resistance. There's no risk to reward. The thing that we have to wait for is either a break through this big support, which looks unlikely right now, or we're going to move up through these resistance zones and come back to test, support, then we get a roller coaster long, or then through the other zones. So the Guardian zones are there to protect you and to ensure that you're not going to trade into danger, but also gives you those opportunities to trade between the zones when you've got that risk to reward. So this is the NinjaTrader version of the xBrat Guardian Zones. They're available on subscription because our logic on the server continually needs to be updated. The roller coaster is available for lifetime license. It's a great futures trading tool on whether you're using tick charts, Heikin-Ashi, normal candlesticks. Once you've found the groove, those long and the shorts, that roller coaster, which is a cross between a stochastic MACD cross, there's three EMA's points of controls for the entry, and then obviously we're printing that trailing stop as well. So combining that roller coaster with those Guardian zones to really help trade between the zones and not to recognize not to take signals, which is important. It's a great combination to every futures trading strategy, whether you're part-time, full-time. These two combined together are basically what you need on the chart. The Guardian zones are 100%. You've got to have those multiple time frame support and resistance zones on your chart. And then this roller coaster is a great strategy to actually get in those trades between those zones. Check out the links below. One is for the Guardian zones for NinjaTrader to start your subscription, and then the other is the lifetime license for the xBrat roller coaster.